Tuning is the process of selecting one specific frequency from many signals. In communication systems, many signals travel at the same time, but a device needs to choose only the signal it wants to receive. In simple terms, tuning allows a circuit to focus on one signal while ignoring the others. This helps the device get a clear and accurate signal. For example, a radio can receive many stations at once, but when you turn the tuning knob, it selects only the station's frequency so you can clearly hear that specific broadcast.
The importance of tuning. So without tuning, all signals mix together. It means without tuning, there's no balance in signals. Um, the hear the sound that you can hear is chaotic and unpleasant. So without tuning, you hear noise instead of clear sound. So because the balance is gone, so it's given that the sound that you receive is not clear and it's kind of ununderstandable. So let's dive in with the things with tuning. So with tuning, you can hear clear reception. Means you can hear sound perfectly and no disturbance. The next is one signal at a time. So because the balance is there, you can only hear a one signal at a time. It means per time is it's if the sound of guitar, you can only hear the sound of guitar. If it's the sound of car, you can only hear the sound of car. And the last is less interference, which means there are with tuning, there are less interference wherein you can perceive the sound, you can perceive the sound more clearly, and the sound is that going to you is more behaved and controlled. So, what are the examples of tuning? So, the example of tuning in music is adjusting a guitar or violin string to the pitch, to the correct pitch.
Explain the resonance in the LC circuit. Tuning works because of resonance. A circuit is in resonance when it naturally responds most strongly to a specific frequency. Think of it like pushing a swing. If you push in time with how the swing naturally moves, it goes higher and higher. That's resonance. When something gets boosted because the outside force matches its natural rhythm called frequency. In electronics, circuits have a natural frequency too. When a signal hits that exact frequency, the circuit reacts really strongly to it, like a radio picking up just one station instead of all at once. What is the LC circuit? LC circuit have two main parts, the capacitor or C and the inductor or L. Capacitor like a tiny battery that stores energy in an electric field. Inductor like a coil that stores energy in a magnetic field. These two pass energy back and forth non-stop, like a ball being tossed between two people. The pass they toss, the circuit naturally frequency. Why does this matter? This back and forth is what lets devices tune in to specific signal. Your phone uses it to connect to cell tower, your TV to pick up channels, and even your car radio to play your favorite station. That's all the resonance in the circuit.
Resonant frequency is the frequency at which a system driven by a periodic force oscillates with a maximum amplitude because the driving frequency matches the system's natural frequency. So, the physics idea here is resonance is fundamentally about efficient energy transfer. When the driving frequency equals the natural frequency, energy is transferred to the system most efficiently. producing large oscillation. So why resonance happen? In physics concept, resonance occurs because the external force continuously adds energy to the system at the correct phase of motion. Each cycles of the force increases the system's energy instead of canceling it. As a result, the oscillation amplitude increases until limited by factors like friction or damping.
Capacitor control tuning in physics. So capacitor tuning is the process of adjusting the capacitance in an electrical circuit to control its frequency and performance. A capacitor is an electronic component that store electrical energy and help regulate the flow of electricity in a circuit. So in some circuit, a capacitor works together with an inductor to form a circuit that can reach resonance. So the resonance is already discussed by my co-members. But resonance happens when the circuit operates most efficiently at a certain frequency by adjusting the capacitance using a variable capacitor. The circuit can be tuned to match the desired frequency. So a common example of capacitor tuning is the radios. By changing the capacitance, the radio can select different station. So capacitor control tuning helps circuits work better by allowing them to operate at the correct frequency.
Entitled of tuning in radios. So in physics, radio tuning is a classic application of electrical resonance. It is the process of selecting a specific frequency from a vast range of electromagnetic waves hitting an antenna at any given moment. So to make you guys understood, here is a breakdown of what each part of that process means. So we have number 1, antenna receives many frequencies. The air around us is filled with electromagnetic waves from various sources, like radio stations, Wi-Fi, cell towers, and more. An antenna is a simple conductor, like a wire. When these waves hit on the antenna, they induce a tiny alternating current. At this stage, the signal is a messy jumbled of thousands of different frequencies all mixed together. So this is where LC tuning enters. Number 2, LC tuning circuit selects one frequency only. So this is the heart of the radio. An LC circuit consists of an inductor, which is the L, and a capacitor, which is the C, connected together. So LC tuning. In resonance, every LC circuit has a natural frequency at which it likes to oscillate, called the resonant frequency. So in filtering naman, when the jumble of signals from the antenna enters this circuit, the circuit ignores almost all of them. It only allows a signal that matches its own resonant frequency to pass through efficiently. This is how you pick one station out of many. So let's move on to number 3. Selected signal is amplified. The signal selected by the LC circuit is incredibly weak, often only a few microvolts. It doesn't have enough energy to move a speaker cone. The radio uses an amplifier powered by the battery or a wall outlet to increase the amplitude, which is the strength, of that specific electrical signal without changing its information. Now let's move on for number 4. Speaker plays sound. Finally, the amplified electrical signal is sent to a speaker. The speaker acts as a transducer, converting the electrical energy into a mechanical energy. The signal causes a diaphragm to vibrate, pushing the air and creating the sound waves that you eventually hear. So, mag-move ta sa logic katong turning the knob, then changes C, changes F. So, turning in the knob, on a traditional radio, the tuning knob is physically connected to a variable capacitor. Changes C. When you turn the knob, you are physically overlapping or separating plates inside the capacitor, which changes the capacitance. In changes F, because C is in the denominator of the frequency formula. Changing the capacitance directly changes the resonant frequency. So, by changing the frequency of the circuit to match the frequency of a specific radio station, like 91.5 or 102.7, you tune it to the station.
Type of toning. Number 1. Mechanical toning. Use variable capacitors found in analog radios. Use variable capacitors to change the resultant frequency of a circuit. The user usually turns a dial or knob to adjust the capacitance. Example, traditional AM or FM radios with a rotating turning knob. Number 2. Electronic toning. Use Bicator diodes, voltage control capacitors. Use in TVs and modern radios 3 digital toning. Use microcontrollers and PLL circuits or varicap diodes which act as voltage control capacitors. Changing the voltage changes the capacitance which adjusts the frequency. Advantage: no chemical moving parts, more reliable and compact. Number 3. Digital toning. Use microcontrollers and PLL circuits found in smartphone car radios. Use microcontrollers and PLL or phase lock loop circuits to select exact frequencies digitally found in smartphones, digital radios, and car stereos. Advantage: very accurate toning. Can tone present.
Bandwidth refers to the range of frequencies within a given band, typically measured in hertz. For example, a Wi-Fi router with a bandwidth of 20 Hz can transmit data within that frequency range. The wider the bandwidth, the more data can be transmitted simultaneously, leading to faster speeds. While selectivity, on the other hand, refers to the ability of a device or system to select or reject specific frequencies or signals. It's like having a filter that lets you tune into your favorite radio station while blocking out others. For example, a radio receiver's selectivity determines how well it can pick up a specific station signal while rejecting others. High selectivity means better rejection of unwanted signals, noise, or interference, resulting in clearer reception. The difference is bandwidth is about the range of frequency, while selectivity is about choosing specific frequencies within that range.
The Q factor measures how selective or sharp the tuning of a circuit is. High Q, very sharp tuning, can select one specific frequency. Low Q, broad tuning, accept many frequencies. Example, if a radio only picks one station clearly, it has a high Q factor. Capacitors used in tuning. Capacitors help adjust the frequency of the circuit. Types: variable capacitors. Capacitance can be changed manually used in radio tuning knobs. Ceramic capacitors, very stable at high frequency. Trimmer capacitors used for very small or precise adjustment, usually adjusted with a screwdriver. Tuning in AC circuits. In an LC circuit, inductor plus capacitor, tuning happens at resonance, where XC capacitive reactance, XL inductive reactance. What happens at resonance? Capacitive reactance equals inductive reactance.
Real-life applications of tuning: television channels, mobile phones, Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, musical instruments, MRI machines, and antenna system.
This is a common misunderstanding of tuning. Tuning is electronics or signal system is often misunderstood. Many people think tuning changes loudness or strength a signal, but a real purpose of tuning is frequency of selection. This is a part. Tuning is not just adjusting volume. Volume refers to the amplitude strength of a signal. When you increase or decrease volume, you are changing low, strong, and that signal. Example, when you tune a radio, you are not making the sounds louder. You are choosing which station. And number 2 is tuning doesn't not amplify signal. Amplifying a signal means increasing its power or amplitude. This is done by an amplifier circuit, not by tuning. A tuning circuit often made with opponents like inductors and capacitors works by resonance. It becomes most responsive to one particular frequency while reducing other frequency. And number 3 is tuning select frequency. Signals such as radio broadcast, wireless communication, and electronics oscillation all operate at different frequencies. A tuning system allows the device to focus on one frequency while ignoring others. An example is many radio stations transmit at different frequency